Right, this is a pheromone trap hanging in a plum tree, and Julia's going to explain how these work. This is basically for the plum maggot, whatever its botanical name is.
A little weatherproof tent-like box.
Yeah. So if we buy this from the garden store.
Inside is a board with very sticky glue on it.
Yeah.
This capsule is the pheromone capsule.
Yeah, and a pheromone, as we all know, is a sexual scent.
This is specific for plum moth. If you want to use it against the codling moth in the apple, you need to buy the codling moth for apple.
So the same principle applies,
but it's very
different
specific,
chemical.
Just for this insect.
Right, and what have we got here?
We've got the male plum moth.
We've got a lot of them as well, and these little grey things, they're all about the same, they're all a similar size, and you can see it's not a bit of this and a bit of that, it's all,
the same creature.
Clearly all the same animal. There's how many, 2, 3, so you can see it's been working lately. That one is
40.
still, that one is just been lying in the windows, that one's still alive.
Yeah, they're only just come in the last night or two.
A large number. When was the last time you checked this?
About 3 days ago.
And so these have all appeared in the last few nights?
It's when the nights become warmer, they start to fly. As soon as they begin to fly, you want to trap as many as you can, or if you're going to spray, now is the time to spray because the moths are coming in. So
a lot of people obviously have strong feelings they don't want to use any sprays, but nevertheless they want to reduce the number of pests. So this is a certified organic scheme. Obviously there are no issues about getting any chemicals. I mean, as I've said elsewhere, and I'll say again, you know, we do use chemical sprays. We believe them to be safe, and we use them responsibly and legally, and we use them early enough in the season that there's not going to be any issues with residue, besides which the health benefits of eating more fruit are undoubted.
But in your garden, this is a great way of reducing the number of maggots in plums, pears or apples. Yeah. Because you don't need to spray, usually 1 or maybe 2 in a garden.
I mean, we wouldn't spray in our garden, would we? Apart from anything else drifting into your neighbours, I mean, it's unacceptable.
Greatly reduces the number of damage that you get.
So that's a pheromone trap then, a sticky trap. Now commercially, the main purpose of these is to tell you when to hit with an insecticide. If you know you've got a problem with plum maggots because you ate a load of maggots, you ate a load of plums last year which have little red maggots in them, and the principles are exactly the same for the codling moth in apples and for several other pests. You'll have to look this up where you live. But we've got a modest set of plums here. We look forward to these, and it is such a drag when you've done everything, you've gone to all the effort, and then your plums go horrible and you bite into them, there are maggots inside. So this is a way of controlling them. The pheromone trap will kill a lot of male pests, the plum maggot here. So obviously that takes them out of circulation, and you'll have fewer females with fertilised eggs, but mainly you're putting it up so that you know when the little vermin are striking. So the fact that, as Julia said, put that up 3 days ago, we know the last 2 or 3 nights there's been a lot of plum maggot moth activity, plum moth activity, laying their eggs. So we know that ideally in about a week from now, if you get some insecticide on, the little creeps will just be hatching out and we'll kill them before they're big enough to do any harm.